Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Who has not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and watch the videos completely. Okay. In today's session, we are going to learn the new chapter called How Do Organisms Reproduce. Okay, let us start the session. Reproduction. What is reproduction? It is the ability of the living organisms to produce living beings similar to themselves. The two modes of reproductions are there, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction can be seen in the animals. Okay, in the animals we can see what sexual kind of reproduction and asexual kind of reproduction. Reproduction, it means it is the ability of the living beings or the living organism to produce the living beings similar to themselves, means it will be similar to themselves. Okay, means we human beings give birth to the human beings only, animals give birth to the animals only. Okay, in this way the reproduction is defined. Okay, now let us learn the importance of variation. What are the importance of variations here? Sexual reproduction provides great scope for the variation. Variation is important for the several survival of the species. Variation helps the species to adapt to the different environmental changes. Okay, variation in the organisms which helps in the means we can see it as a to adapt for the different environmental condition they will survive. They will not show any variations. Okay, now let us learn the reproduction and its kinds. There are two kinds in the reproduction. Those are, first one is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Okay, what is sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction nothing but it involves the formation of the special reproductive cells called gametes. Here the formation of the gametes takes place in the sexual reproduction, and male and female gametes fuses to form what? The zygote, which develops into a new individual. Okay, here in sexual reproduction male and female gametes will get fused to form what? The zygote, which develops into a new individual which is similar to the human beings. Now asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is, it does not involve the formation of the gametes. Here there will no the formation of the gamete takes place, and new organisms are formed either by the division of the parent body or by the differentiation of the parent body. Okay, what happens here? It is the opposite of the sexual reproduction. Here there is no fusion of male and female gamete takes place, and here there is no involvement of the formation of the gametes in the asexual reproduction. This is the difference between sexual reproduction and the asexual reproduction. Now let us learn the mode of asexual reproduction. Okay, in a asexual reproduction there are many types. Okay, plants and animals form lower classes reproduced by asexual methods. Okay, the first one is binary fission, and a description is given and the example is also given here. Okay, binary fission. What happens in the binary fission? Most common method in unicellular organisms. Okay, this binary fission takes place in the unicellular organisms. It is division of the parent cell into the two identical daughter organisms. Okay, here in the picture they have given the parent cell, it is getting divided into the daughter organs. For example, they have given here is amoeba, paramecium and bacteria. Okay, in these initial organisms this binary fission takes place. Now multiple fission. Multiple fission nothing but the name itself indicates multiple. Parent cell divides to produce many identical new individuals. Multiple means more than two. Okay, here the parent cell will not happen, it will divides to produce the many identical new individuals. It may be uncountable. Okay, example for this is Plasmodium vivax and Leishmania. These are the two methods, binary fission and multiple fission. Now another one is fragmentation. What happens in fragmentation? Adult organisms on maturation break up into smaller fragments. Each fragment develop into a new individual. Okay, as per the picture they are given here, there are adult organism which on maturation, what happening here, they are breaking up into a smaller fragments. Each fragment is getting development into a new individual. The same process will takes place continuously. Okay, this fragmentation takes place inside the Spirogyra. This is the best example for asexual reproduction. And then in budding, what happens? The small outgrowth called a bud arises on the parent body. Okay, what happens here is, on the parent body, what happens here is the formation of the bud takes place. Means the bud will arises from the parent body. The bud grows by repeated cell division. By the repeated cell division, what happens? The bud will grows on the parent body. After what happens? then it breaks off from the parent body and develops into a new individual. For the complete development, what happens? Detach from the parent body. The best example for this budding is hydra, sponges, corals and yeast. Okay, I hope you understood the fragmentation and budding. Now let us learn the regeneration. What happens in the regeneration? The name itself indicates regeneration. Okay, regeneration is the ability of the organism to generate lost or damaged body parts. Regeneration is carried out by the specialized cells. This from a mass of cells which undergo changes to form cells specialized in a different function. If a planaria is cut into small pieces, then each piece develops into a new planaria. Okay, what happens is regenerate. The organism is cut down into many pieces also. It will continuously grow into a new individual. That's why the name has given as a regeneration. Regenerate means the organism is detached from or cut into many pieces also. It will get developed into a new individual. Okay. Here the example is lizard, starfish, planaria and hydra. These are the best example for the regeneration. Okay. Now the spore formation. Okay, spore formation are the special structures produced in a sacs called Spirogera. Okay, sacs are nothing but what? These are the bag-like structures. Okay, when spores mature, sporangia burst and the spores are carried by the air or water to different places. When spores fall on the suitable ground, they germinate and give rise to the new individual. Okay, after the spore formation, what happens here is when the spore matures, the sporangia is it will get burst and the spores are carried out by the air or water to the different places. Okay, when the spores will get and fall on the any other ground or somewhere, what they will do, they will get germinate and it will give rise to the new plants. Okay, here are the best examples. Moss, fern and fungi are the best example for the spore formation. Okay, we learned regeneration and spore formation, and the last one is vegetative propagation. Okay, what happens in vegetative propagation? Several plants are capable of producing naturally through their roots, stems and leaves. Such type of reproduction is called as vegetative propagation. Okay, what happens here is in several plants, what happens, they are having the capability to producing naturally through their roots, stems and leaves. Such type of reproduction is called as what? Vegetative reproduction. We learnt different modes of asexual reproduction. I hope you all understood the types of asexual reproduction. Thank you for watching the video. Who has not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and support.